It's interesting because it doesn't matter where you go in the world. If you're talking about academic topics, everybody looks the same. You know, they're always interested and they dress the same. They're all carrying backpacks, and that's always been the audiences that I feel most comfortable around. And today, you know, at punk rock shows, you see just as many students as you do music fans. Many of them, like myself, are both.
How did you feel to talk about the business, the show business, for a bunch of students? Because I think it's kind of a different experience from.
I've always considered myself more of an artist and less of a business person, and you know, I don't shy away from that. I feel like business is something that's important to art, but if I have a role to play in it, I'm the content provider, and I let business people deal with my content. So what I feel like I can control is the quality of my work, and I will not cater to the business side of it to affect the way that my work is presented. I want to first make it a genuine expression of myself.
Fans bring less CDs today to sign.
Oh, for signing, yeah.
How do you think it's going to be music consumption in the future?
Well, I mean, I think there are good things that have come from the lack of CD sales. Financially, it's been a disaster. But, you know, right now in the North Pacific Ocean, there's a huge island made of garbage, and most of that garbage is plastic. And probably a good portion of that are CD cases and CDs themselves. So, yes, people have fewer plastic items to listen to music, but I think in the future it'll be as simple as almost today you can just dial up whatever you want, a song that you want, and it will be streamed, hopefully in much higher quality than it is right now with the MP3s, because I don't like the sound of MP3s.
About the lecture we had today, do you think it's cool to have new people like interested in music business and in show business and try to study? Because us, for instance, we were like thrown, like we fell on parachute and everything. So
you learned the hard way.
Yeah. So.
Well, I think these kinds of forums are absolutely crucial for students to get to see different sides of the industry that they're interested in. So I could see very valuable series of get-togethers or lectures with not only artists but also managers, record labels. Seeing all the different perspectives, I think, provides a wonderful education.
And for last, what advice would you give to new musicians that are trying to do this self-management career? Because nowadays we have more people self-managing other than having managers, etc., or looking for big record labels.
Yeah, I will say this. Having a strong online presence is not a substitution for manager. Okay, a manager is a human being. There's nothing that substitutes for human relations. Online relations is one thing, but it does not substitute for having a manager. We're very fortunate that we don't have a manager, but I should say we're fortunate to be privileged enough not to have a manager. But there are times that I really think a manager, having a person, a human being, outreach to the larger community, I think that is very valuable. So it may seem easier than ever today. For instance, it is easy today to get your music heard because of the internet, but it's not easy if your music is just average, because there's a lot of average music out there. If you have a manager, you've got a person who understands you as an artist, who can actually create human relationships with other people and maybe get your music heard by more important people. So I don't, even though we don't have a manager, I believe in managers.
Okay, thank you. That's it.